I got James Baker and I got Ronald Rand Paul. Any other former cabinet members, any other current cabinet members that you'd be willing to say this is the kind of person I'm looking for?
Well, look, we're sitting here in August before the first debate, still 5 months in advance of the first primary. Many of them could even be other people who are running in this race for U.S. president. I'm looking forward to that debate stage. I'll be keeping an eye and remembering who's actually doing next best to see if actually they might actually occupy a pretty good cabinet role. I think there are good governors in this, a lot of good Republican governors, from Brian Kemp to Kim Reynolds to Kevin Stitt to Kristi Noem. I mean, the list goes on. So I think we have a deep bench to choose from. But that bench of red state governors will be one of the places that I look for my cabinet as well.
All right, so that's where the team of rivals comes from.
Yes.
If it would be. Anybody who's on the debate stage that you're going to be with that you think could make up part of that team of rivals?
Look, I actually think pretty highly of most of my, I don't want to call them competitors. I'll call them colleagues who are on that debate stage. You don't hear me bashing other candidates because I'm going to need each of them to play their role when it comes to reviving this nation. And so, yes, I do think that this presidential campaign will put some of them to the test. I think a certain number of them will be eligible for cabinet positions in my administration. I also want to say a word about Trump. I think Trump was an excellent president. I think his defeat of Hillary Clinton in 2016 was an important political event that stopped the leftward march through our government and our institutions. And so I expect to take him as an advisor as well, as I'm actually taken to the next level, our America First agenda, shutting down that administrative state. There were some forces that stopped him that I expect will not stop me, but I will be proud to still learn from the foundation that he laid and even understand what he would have done differently. So that's the way I think about my fellow competitors in this race. They're people who I will rely on in different ways from the White House as I lead this nation forward. This is not a one-man job. This is a team sport. That's the way I see it.
All right, we'll get back a little later to how you'd shut down the administrative state meeting. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.